Back now to our breaking news out of the Middle East. A senior White House official says that the United States believes Iran is preparing to imminently launch a missile attack against Israel. I want to bring in CBS News White House reporter Willie James Inman to talk about this. Good to see you, Willie James. So what is the White House saying about this potential strike on Israel by Iran, which is something we haven't seen, at least not directly?
Hey there, Vlad. Good to be with you. That's right. The White House is sending out this warning that Iran is preparing some type of imminent missile attack against Israel. Let me read that statement from a senior White House official. It says the United States has indications that Iran is preparing to imminently launch a ballistic missile attack against Israel. We are actively supporting defensive preparations to defend Israel against this attack. And Vlad, this is the more important part here. A direct military attack from Iran against Israel will carry severe consequences for Iran. So it's important to point out that the U.S. does have assets in the region. Our colleague Charlie D'Agata is reporting, and those assets include more assets that were in place compared to the April attack that we saw against Israel from Iran, when dozens of missiles and drones were launched in response to an Israeli attack on a consulate in Syria, on an Iranian consulate in Syria, I should say. This is clearly showing all of those tensions in the region after Israel has launched a limited invasion of Lebanon in response to Hezbollah aggression, as well as their ongoing war against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. So the White House closely watching this situation, Vlad, and saying that the United States will come to the aid of Israel if they are attacked by Iran.
Willie James, let me ask you if you are hearing anything from the White House about any diplomatic efforts to curtail what we've seen happening across the Middle East. I know that the Biden administration, one of the things that President Biden said when he chose to step aside to let Kamala Harris become the top of the ticket for the race for the presidency was that he wanted to focus, as part of his legacy, trying to end the wars that we've seen, not only between Israel and Gaza, but to prevent a wider war from spreading to other countries in the Middle East. So what are you hearing about any kind of diplomatic efforts to sort of get that under wraps?
Yeah, well, the United States has been working with allies and partners, not only in the region, but European allies as well. Remember, after, I should say, on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, the United States was working with those nations to come up with a ceasefire plan that would call for 21 days of a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah. I'll also note that on top of that, they were hoping to come up with a ceasefire, of course, to return those Israeli hostages to Israel, between Israel and Hamas. That ongoing conflict there. Those negotiations still, of course, continue, but the ceasefire deal between Hezbollah and Israel seems scuttled for the most part, because the Israelis have continued to push forward with this operation, this limited invasion of Lebanon, seeking to push back the aggression there along the Lebanon and the Lebanese and Israeli border. But still, nonetheless, the White House saying that they will come and assist Israel if it's attacked by Iran. Let's remember that Iran funds and helps a lot of these enemies of Israel in the region. But clearly, this is a situation that we'll have to wait and see what happens. But the White House saying today in this statement that they are seeing indications that Iran is preparing some type of missile attack against Israel, Vlad.
All right, Willie James Inman reporting from the White House for us this morning. Thank you, Willie James. I want to bring in CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata, who's joining us now from the Pentagon. Charlie, what are your sources saying at the Pentagon about this potential imminent strike by Iran on the state of Israel?
Yes, well, the Pentagon language is that they're not steering us away from it, so sort of confirming that that information is accurate coming from the White House and others. Some of that's based on their own intelligence that they gather here in this building, but also on intelligence that they're getting from IDF. There have been several announcements in the past few days of bolstering troops, U.S. troops in the region in defense of Israel, but just as importantly, the defense of U.S. forces that are scattered throughout the region, some 40,000 U.S. forces. And if you want, I can give you chapter and verse. I've just been running around the building to see what's there, what's new, and what's happening.
Yeah, so, Charlie, as someone who's covered the region for many, many years, just for our viewers to understand, typically when Iran strikes at Israel, they use their proxies. Is that what we expect this time around, or do we expect that Iran will directly, if this does happen, strike targets in Israel?
There are indications that this time it will be Iran itself, similar to what we saw on April 13th. And that doesn't mean it will be a one-man show for that either. I mean, Hezbollah is still capable despite the losses that they've suffered and the fact that they're under attack at the moment. The Houthis have increased attacks, including attacks against U.S. forces, or at least attempted attacks against U.S. forces. And then, of course, you have to keep in mind Iranian-backed militia in places like Iraq and Syria, where there is a U.S. troop footprint there, and they have come under increased attack. So it's not just about providing defense for Israel itself, but in defense of U.S. forces. But this time, yeah, as you mentioned, it's not just Iranian-backed militias or Hezbollah. This will be Iran itself, is what they're expecting.
Charlie D'Agata for us at the Pentagon. Charlie, I know you're covering the story all day long. If something happens that you hear, you know what to do. Raise your hand. We've got a camera on that position where you are, and we'll come to you live right here on CBS News 24/7, my friend. Thank you.
I'll be here, Vlad. Thanks.